We're counting down to Family Fun Day on Monday, and it's a day which is set out to ensure that the parents, the kids get to bond together. But a lot of times, when the kids come in, the relationship and communication starts to sort of crumble in some aspects. Well, we're going to get into a bit of a relationship segment now, and joining me to speak about it is an amazing woman. She's a relationship coach and CEO for Ghana-based foundation and a lady pastor as well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Lady Pastor Sheila Amma Asari. Hi, Pastor Sheila. How are you?
I'm well.
It's good to have you on the show.
It's good to be here.
So you preach better together. But a lot of times when you become together as one, as the Bible would say, and you get fused in as a married couple and the kids come, that communication breakdown usually happens. What accounts for this really?
Okay. Thank you so much, and I'd like to say hello to your listeners.
Yes.
I always say that in every relationship, in marriage, communication must be paramount, because especially at the stage when kids gets coming in. I mean, a typical example of it. Immediately the kids start coming, there's a break of communication, especially with the women, the mothers.
Okay.
Yes. We tend to focus our energy and everything towards the kids. So usually the men feel neglected. Sometimes when you're lucky, you would have a man who would reach out to you that I'm not feeling you anymore. Some men who do not want to talk about it will find solutions outside the marriage. So usually it's very important that the two of you will sit and talk about it and know how you're going to go about it. Sometimes, when we are courting, when we are dating, we're very close.
Yes.
But when the children come in, you feel it, the communication, the closeness, there's some imbalances somewhere. So it's better, I always say it's better for the two of you to talk about it and know how to go forward from there. Yes.
Interesting. Now, let's talk about practical steps. A couple is probably, or one half of a couple, or two married people might be listening to us right now, who are probably facing this struggle. We're promoting Family Day on Monday.
Yeah.
Now, how do couples try and find that bond again?
That balance.
Especially when family comes in.
Yeah. For all of us, we have to know that in as much as the Bible says the man is the head, I also believe that when it comes to that aspect, the women, we are the head of the family at home. So it is you, the woman, who would have to balance things, because most African home, the men they are probably watching football here, they are probably hanging out with their friends here and there. So it is you, the woman, you would have to create that balance, make time. You have to be intentional about it.
Okay.
I always say in marriage, you have to be very intentional. Even in a relationship, it gets to a point you have to be very intentional about it. So you must be intentional about, keeping the kids and then keeping the marriage as well. Making time for the kids and making time for the man. The man must also be very intentional about it. So we both, communication must come in. You have to be intentional. It is no more that lovey-dovey thing anymore.
Yes.
We are facing real deal here. Kids are in here now. So what do we do? So we must both sit, talk about it, and then, we take it up from there. But if everyone is going to be the bossy, okay, I'm finding my own thing somewhere, then other things sets in. Okay. So the kids are in school, and in Ghana, let me bring it to Ghana.
Yes.
In our whatever we are facing now, our crisis now. So a woman you hardly find a woman who is a
sitting
housewife.
At home. Yes,
now.
yes,
So
yes.
a woman is tired. The man is tired. The kids are there.
Yeah.
But usually, pardon me, men, usually the woman is more tired.
Of course, because you work there, you come home and you have to work again and cook and clean and pick after the kids and all of that.
So you have to plan. You, the woman, must plan that, okay, this weekend, this is what we are doing with the kids. Another weekend, yes, I have my mom is there, or my dad is there, an auntie or something. I will have to go and leave the kids, and then there should be the me time, like the two of you. Else, AJ, trust me, it will die out
very quickly.
die out.
Now, for those who are in that point where it's dying out, what practical steps can you take? What tips can you give to sort of revive that spark again?
So that's where the Better Together it comes in.
So we are trying to encourage better together.
Yes.
So on Saturday, you're going to be meeting all couples.
Yes.
Any kind of couple.
Most couples. Yes. Any kind of couple.
What kind of couple is a couple?
Every marriage is different.
Okay.
My marriage can be, let's say, we have, I would say it's the same as companies. We have the A-class. We have the people who can afford the trips. We have people who cannot afford, but can do some things at home to, bring the bond. Because after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, if you are lucky, you get to 5 years. Now in marriages, if you are lucky, you get to 5 years, because that's what I'm seeing now. So you just have to be, the word is intentional.
Yeah.
The word is intentional. If you can, sometimes at least make some vacations, like a weekend.
Just
not necessarily going abroad. We have interesting places in Ghana.
Even in Accra. You can't even disappear into a hotel.
Accra. Women also, we relax when I always say there's a problem with this thing called ring on our fingers, because the moment the ring comes in, we tend to relax. We feel we have the rings now, so there's nothing again. We have that term, coffee crowd, beba. No. When the person goes out, when a man goes out, he sees or meets other people. If the person is even a carpenter, he has clients coming in. We have every sort of clients coming in. And imagine your husband meeting a client, another woman who is, let me say, bougie. There's a word for it. And then she is also facing something at home, and she probably needs someone who understands her. Trust me, your husband is gone. Because she will now make time for that carpenter. And then you who will be in the house thinking he's always tired when he gets home, forget it, someone else is doing something. Someone else is occupying. So you have to be intentional about it. Now marriages are breaking down very quickly. Labadi Beach is there. I don't think you have to pay more than 20 cedis to enter Labadi Beach and relax. You can even do it with the kids.
Yes.
The kids, it's free to swim. Just you have to be sure that you take that necessary precautions. Someone would say, I'm a lady pastor, I'm not encouraging drinking alcohol, but sometimes a little spicing up will do.
A lot.
A little bit of spice up before you get to the room will do. Women, our libido, as when you hit 40, there's a difference. A lot of women can testify. There is a difference.
A good difference.
When the kids
an interesting difference.
Interesting.
Okay.
That drive is no more. It dies out after the kids comes in.
Okay.
Because sometimes you're tired. You've gone to work. You've gone to sell in the market. You come. Why don't you keep yourself well after the market? Wash down, take care of the kids, 7, 8, let them sleep. Have time for each other. Talk about what happened at work. Before that alone is even okay. Find out what is bothering each other. For me, when I see there's not like a really balance in my marriage, I am very intentional about it. I create the time that probably, let's say Chelsea have scored a goal, because I know my husband loves Chelsea. So I know, then he's in a good mood. The atmosphere is good. So then that is when I bring out little issues that I've realized that maybe with the kids or with the marriage, and you will get him. You also have to create the environment. Some men are cheeky. Some men will listen but will not do it. But when you create the proper environment and then the approach, no matter what we do, the Bible says we should submit. It is not a woman's, we are not supposed to love the men. We are just supposed to submit, and the men are supposed to love us. And AJ, practically, if I'm your friend and we create that balance, and I don't always argue with you. When there's a problem, we have a way of solving it amicably. you will always be comfortable coming to me. But when all the time I keep judging you, when you have a problem, you go to
right.
and
you
so
go someone else.
Women, we have problem with that word submission. But literally, honestly, when you submit, I'm not saying you have to be a fool. I'm sorry, but there's a way of submitting. Do not just argue anyhow. Find a way to do it, and the woman will love you. Yes, he would probably play around sometimes. It is not acceptable, but he will still remember that my wife is happy. There's something
that will pull him back.
And even with how you you take care of the children, men, I always say that is most men. That is their point. When they see a woman, how they go about things with their children, because most men feel when I have a child that makes me a man, which I'm sorry, but that is what we have here in Ghana. So it's how when a man sees, most men, when they see that how you go about the kids and everything, trust me, he would love you. It will come naturally when we have a way of doing it. Sometimes, I was talking to a group of people. I said, common toothpaste can crush a marriage, because probably you were from that house that your toothpaste, you have a way of putting it on your brush. But this is a man.
Some do it from the bottom, some do it from the middle, some do it anyhow. People leave the toilet
come and his socks is somewhere. But when you were caught, and it wasn't like that, because we were trying to please each other. At the moment we come together, then you see the real deal. So you have to, women, we are the head of the family, whether we like it or not, because they are sucking your boobs from childhood to adulthood. Can you, that woman, do that? No. So they are literally our firstborns for the rest of our life.
I love that. So on Saturday, we're doing Better Together. You're going to be giving all the tips on how married couples, so it is specific for married couples.
Married couples and
those are about
singles,
to get into that lifelong commitment. It's happening where?
It's happening at East Legon, Piley Gate. Piley Gate is about 3 minutes walk from the East Legon police station.
Right, yes, on that new road.
It's boldly written on your right hand, Piley Gate. It's just there.
Yes.
We're doing it at 10 a.m. to 2.
10 till 2. Okay, fantastic. Okay.
And
but you have a very interesting list. I know Prophet Kofi Odro, sorry. Yeah. And I love him. Like, whenever you hear Tie, then you know that. So he's going to be very
practical.
Okay.
And then we created a balance. Apostle Abraham will be the soothing person that day. And we have Bishop Frederick Asamoah. He's going to talk about the legal side of marriage. Anytime we hear legal, we think divorce.
Right.
I think it's high time we must know that we must also make our own will. Yes.
People run away from wills.
I don't know why.
Because it's so morbid. It reminds people of death. They think that they're going to die if you do their will.
Because if you don't do it too, by the time you go, you're leaving your children.
And you're leaving
you don't know when the Creator is going to call you. So women, this one is for women.
Especially.
Yes, so that even if you have something little, how to go about it so that it will benefit your children that day that you're not around.
I like that.
And then we have Miss Nancy. And when we hear of Miss Nancy, we all know.
Media General's Miss Nancy, the finest.
Yes. Miss Nancy is going to add up the spice.
I like
She's going to bring out what we should do in the bedroom, how you should project it, what you should wear. Yes. What you should do. Even the men. If you wear dirty boxers, you can't even come.
No, we can't have that. So the men need to be also taking care of themselves, the same thing the way women should be doing.
Exactly, because women to be like nice things.
We do.
We do like nice. That one. Someone's breath will be smelly of alcohol and all that, and because you're married to me,
you have to deal with it now.
So that's when Miss Nancy comes in.
Oh, amazing.
Yes, and we have Gifty Adore.
Oh, wonderful. Empress Gifty herself.
Yes.
Okay, so you have an amazing list of people.
It's packed.
It is.
So at a point we'll break and have brunch. It's a proper buffet.
Okay.
Yeah. So
we love it. So then we'll wine, we'll dine, and we'll get a lot of relationship tips.
Yes.
So how much is it, and then how can we get our tickets?
Okay. So right now, I have to be tickets are It's really hot, and then we are just left with a little. So we are going to, the few ones left, we're going to leave it at the gate.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's $350 for couple and $200 for single.
Okay. $350 for a couple and $200 for singles. Okay. It's better to come as a couple.
It's better to come as a couple.
I love that.
It's better to come as a couple.
Okay. So that's what's going to be happening. How can we call for our tickets
so
if we need to?
You can call on 054 99 72743, 054 99 72743.
Amazing.
And then 027 250 3817.
Amazing.
027 250 3817.
Amazing. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So it's happening Better Together with Lady Pastor Sheila. And we're ensuring that on Saturday, East Legon Pearly Gates come through. If for nothing at all, Prophet Kofi Odru is enough. He is enough to give you everything you need to know. So Lady Pastor Sheila Asare is our host, and she gave us a bit of tips on especially married couples with the kids. When the kids come in, how do you act? How do you keep that connection open? How do you keep the communication going? And most importantly, how do you revive that spark? And I hope you listening in have gotten a lot of tips on that. And hopefully Lady Pastor will come through to Monday. She'll come and give the top-up sermon at our family fun day. So this is our personal invitation to you.
Thank you. I'm glad you'll be there. My kids.
Oh, exciting. So we're looking forward to you coming with the kids and then having a great time. And most importantly, if you need that spark revived, you know what to do. See you on Saturday. Thank you so much, Lady Pastor Sheila. But before we go, final words from you.
Well, what I'll say is if you're out there and you're facing any challenges, marriage comes with challenges. It's normal. Even relationships, friendships come with challenges. So if you want solutions to all this, please, I'm inviting you to Better Together on Saturday and then on Monday as well.
Yes.
Because we're all going to
she's
be
coming,
here.
she's coming, she's coming. Amazing. Thank you so much, Lady Pastor Sheila Asare. And we're looking forward to all the excitement Saturday will bring.